All right, nice and lovely people. Sorry to break your normal flow of programming on Procyon Radio. And we have guests in-house today. And like you heard earlier today, when we are doing the newspaper review, I said folks from the Kaduna International Film Festival will be in the studio with us much later today. And thankfully, they are here with us today. I start from the big boss himself, Israel. I call him the cash man. How are you doing today?
Very fine, I'm good, thank you.
And we also have Paola and
Engineer Sally.
Engineer Sally,
Yes.
all in the studio. They will go introducing themselves. But before that, I want to tell you that the Kaduna International Film Festival is one festival that's been on for years, and Procyon Radio and Television has always partnered with them. And this year, we are also going to do the same. But folks would like to know what the Kaduna International Film Festival is all about, the concept behind it, and what we intend to achieve with that. My name is Ehis Adon. You can call me the peacemaker with a passion for crowd satisfaction. Mr. Israel, tell us about the Kaduna Film Festival and why the film festival and where we are today before we get to talk about what we intend to achieve with it.
Okay, thank you so much for this very important question. The Kaduna International Film Festival, it's one festival that has made an impact, and when it started, it was a passion and zeal with like minds who came together to look at the challenges of the film and creative industry in the North. And we started in 2018, at a time when there was no film festival in northern Nigeria. And then that same year, and the festival began to grow. The film festival circuit began to grow in the North. That same year, we had Kilap in Kano, and then followed by other film festival that came off in the North. We have one in Kwara currently, and we have two now in Kano, same Kano. We have one coming up in Lafia, another coming up in Maiduguri this year, and then we have two in Jos, Plateau State. And all this came after the Kaduna Film Festival. And all these have been because we have a passion and zeal to address most of the challenges that the creative industry is facing. When you talk about marketing, when you talk about funding, when you talk about copyright, when you talk about lack of exposure and training and retraining for the film creatives, and we have looked at how can we address them. We have worked closely with the critical stakeholders to see that we address most of these challenges, both at the federal and state level, and also those international organizations, foreign diplomats who are very keen to promoting culture, art and culture. We have worked closely with them. The festival have gone a long way. The festival currently now holds is sort of a 5-day event with different activities that address most of our challenges, from master classes, film screenings, exhibitions, tourism, panel sections, workshop and seminars, the award nights, the opening and closing ceremony. So the festival is a whole lot of package event that is very interesting, and we always move as much as possible to highlight so many issues that have that address social issues. This year's theme is cinema and cultural exchange, and also we have looked at how can we also work closely with our foreign partners. This year we have UNFPA part of it, IOM who are here currently with us, other foreign UN organizations. We have looked at how can we address most of these issues. With IOM, we're looking at how can we address trafficking in persons, child trafficking, among other issues, through film, through art, through creativity. How can we address these issues? And we are working closely with that, with support of the federal and state government. And we are hopeful that this film festival will achieve its aim and goals. Looking at also the issue of the Almajiri system, the girl child, we are also working at and looking how can we address them. And with the work that the film festival is doing, it has currently made the film festival myself to also currently now I'm also the head of the vice chairman of the Nigerian Film Festival Association. We have over 30 film festivals in Nigeria, which of course, aside the Kaduna Film Festival, we have to monitor and also look at most of the activities of the film festivals in the country. So I must say the film festival in Nigeria is growing. With the Kaduna Film Festival in the north, it has attracted local and international audience, and we are happy to see that we are promoting art and culture and addressing social issues, of which the UN and also other foreign organizations are very keen and interested to see that we achieve our aims and the SDGs.
Yeah, viewers, listeners, you can hear what the Kaduna Film Festival is all about in just summarized. And talking about the partners that you have this year, would like to know Why is the organization partnering with the Kaduna Film Festival, and what do you intend to achieve with that? Paula.
Thank you for the question and thank you for having me tonight. We, as the International Organization for Migration, we work in Nigeria for many years, all over the world. We have 400 offices all over the world. We were created in 1951. We are one of the UN organization, the second largest in Nigeria. So our idea is really how can we involve young people from very young age for example, the creativity industry, to be able to express their voice, to be able to narrate Kaduna, or narrate Nigeria, narrate Africa to the rest of the continent and the world, and how can also cinema plays its part in addressing some social issues. We work in migration. Migration for us is a positive phenomenon that has always existed and will always exist. It's mostly internal, can be across border, less frequently. Only 3.6% are international migrants globally, and Africa is the continent where people migrate the least across borders, but there's a lot of internal migration. But sometimes this migration is not voluntary, like is the case of internal displacement. In Nigeria, there are 3,500,000 internal displaced persons, not only in the Northeast, but also North Central and Northwest, and in other areas of the country. We have seen recently also people having to leave because of floods that are in various places, and we have also insurgency, banditry, other reasons why people are displaced. And when there is displacement, unfortunately, you also have an increase in other phenomena and crimes such as trafficking in persons. That is not always and only related to internal displacement, but also. And we have seen a lot of studies that we have done, or other UN organizations have done, like UNHCR and other partners, that show this increase in trafficking when you have internal displacement. So that's also why for us it's important that the creative industry addresses these issues. We have also seen an increase in violence, for example, in displacement context. Also because of young people sometimes utilizing drugs because they don't manage to find a job, they like the pressure of the society for them to contribute to the families. That might result in abuse of substance, or also an increase of the risk of suicide and so on. So we don't want to depict to young people a negative picture of what they are and what they can do, but we do know that there are issues that need to be addressed. So we do believe that and we were very happy when Israel reached us quite some months ago. It was almost a year ago. We met in Abuja the first time and said, come on, come also to the north, come to Kaduna, come to the film festival, promote the film festival. That is important to do because the creative industry is also a way for young people to find a job, a very important one, because they've also, like you as a journalist, the possibility to influence public opinion, to send the different messages, and to also help eliminate crimes such as trafficking in persons.
Thank you so very much, Paula. So you've heard it, the reason why the International Organization for Migration is partnering with Kaduna Film Festival. And Israel, looking at this partnership, and of course the fact that there will be a whole lot of master classes where artists, producers, script writers will be there. What are we looking at from that, Israel?
We are looking at so many things, most especially to address. Youth empowerment is very key for us in the Kaduna Film Festival, and we have carefully highlighted, addressed most of this in our programs, which has started already. Like this morning, we had a workshop on post-production, and then also we had another workshop on animation. Later this evening, we will now have the opening film, and then the opening ceremony commence properly. And then tomorrow, the activities commence. So we will have a lot of different activities that will address most of our key mandate in the Kaduna Film Festival, and in collaboration with some of our partners like IOM. This evening, we will be having a section with IOM during the opening ceremony to see how we are going to project a theme on migration, and also discuss these issues and how can we collaborate and using film as a tool for social change. So these are among many things that we should be expecting during the Kaduna Film Festival.
I'll come to Engineer Sally now. How do you think all of this will impact on the lives of the everyday man on the street?
Yeah. First of all, this is the seventh year of this very film festival. We've been on and on and on, and every year we have a lot of people that come to volunteer, those to volunteer to be with us, part of us. So with that, I believe they're taking back what they learned from film festival back home. But like today, I think we have like 200 students that were expected from Kasu, Katpuli, and other places that want to come and be part of it. So by the time we are back home, to meet the younger ones, this is what we get from film festival to their family members and everybody. So I'm sure what for 7 years have been giving us a lot of results. I think the last year there was something that happened when we came with I think what's the name of that artist that came from Lagos? Francis Duru.
Yeah.
Yes, he was like, this is how the North is. You don't know, because you want to go around, you see a lot of things in the North, buy cap with the attire and everything. So there are a lot of exchange during the festival. So yes.
All right, we're watching this special program. There's a timeout talking about the Kaduna Film Festival, and of course, what this year's edition holds for us. So, what's the theme for this year's edition of the film festival, Ira?
So the theme for this year's film festival is cinema and cultural exchange.
Cinema and cultural exchange. And talked about cinema and cultural exchange. I can recall growing up in Abeokuta, Ogun State. In those days, the cinema culture was really very strong with persons like Ogunde, when they would come with their projector to villages, they project films and all of that. It was really fun then growing up. I never even knew the TV industry when I grew up, but I can tell you that that influenced my growing up. That was, I would say, was my first direct exposure to what the silver screen is like as a child. Yes. Before we wrap up this session of the program, I'd like to come to Paula again. Yes, IOM partnering with the Kaduna Film Festival, and the fact that you represent an international body. In what ways do you think IOM can further help to develop or build the film festival in northern Nigeria? And I know that there's something called cultural exchange. How do you think IOM can also come in to help with that cultural exchange in developing what we already have here in northern Nigeria and Kaduna specifically?
Thank you for the question. In fact, we are doing that, bringing some very important people today. So I'm not alone, apart with my team, Elijah, my colleagues, but we also brought of an award ceremony that we celebrated in Abuja some days ago. So every year there's like a specific day in which counter trafficking awareness is raised, also through the cinema industry. So this year we did a competition like last year, and the first winner is called Michael Atama. He's from Kaduna. So coincidentally, and that's why I asked Israel, who came to Abuja for the award winning ceremony, whether it was possible to have Michael opening the film festival this year. Okay. So he's a son of Kaduna and is the award winner of. The second prize went to Grace Olubio, who is also going to be with us tonight. She's from Kwara State. So she flew from Lorin this morning to Abuja and they came with us in order to celebrate art and cultural exchange between different states of Nigeria. The third winner is a refugee here in Nigeria. And plus, we also came with Alfie Nze, who is a Nigerian-born, naturalized Italian artist based in Milan, in the northwest of Italy, an award-winner creative filmmaker with a background in social theater, writing, and directing. Alfie has already collaborated with IOM, producing a cortometrage, a short movie on counter-trafficking some years back, within a campaign on aware migrants. So for people to know how to migrate safely and not irregularly or unsafely. Yeah. So that's our contribution, bringing the award winner, but also some member of the creative industry across the board in another continent, but also Nigerian-born, who can also interact with young filmmakers from Kaduna and other part of Nigeria and see how cooperation can sparkle something new and something impactful.
All right. Thank you so very much. And finally, I'll come to Israel. What would be your parting word for the listeners and viewers before we wrap up this special edition that we have brought to you?
My parting word is very, very simple, and it's to the creatives in the north, in Kaduna. First off, the Kaduna Film Festival, it's for all creatives, both home and abroad, and it's for everybody to make use of the opportunity to showcase their brand and their talent and skills to the world. And for those who are doing well, be it an actor or a comedian or anything, making social change and transforming our society positively, I will always say that never give up. Keep doing what you're doing. You never can tell who is watching you out there. The creative industry is very large and wide for every creative to thrive. And the stakeholders and those who need to help you, you never can tell. They will be there to support you. Just believe in yourself and then keep posting what you're doing. So the world is a global world now, and there are who have made it in the creative industry through the social media. So the social media is there for you. Keep doing what you do, and the sky will be your starting point. And the Kaduna Film Festival is always out there to watch out for all of you. Thank you.
All right, where's the opening ceremony going to be at? Time, venue?
So the opening ceremony will be this evening at NAV Club. 4:30.
Club. That club is along Rubber Road, yes? Katuru Road okay. So be there because I'm going to be there and the crew from Procyon Radio and Television will be there. So let's together go celebrate the film industry and be part of the Kaduna International Film Festival. So thank you so very much, everybody, for being with us on in the studio today. Hoping that before the festival is over, we'll still come back and also we'll be doing live transmission from there, not 247, but we'll map out some time and transmit from the venue of the film festival together, and let's celebrate Kaduna. Thank you so very much. And to the beautiful crew, just the camera can't see behind, we have a full house